Hi! Today we're going to look at a couple of G flutes. This one is a Woodsounds Cedar Classic, key of G. This one is in the key of G, but it's tuned differently. It's tuned to the mode 2-5 style, which is more of a major type of a tuning. And I got this flute. This is from Wind Flutes. Brad Young is the maker. Beautiful workmanship, beautiful flute, beautiful sound. And I've got some other flutes from him also. I got this flute because I was very curious about the way that these are played for a major feel in a song compared to the way these can be played for a major feel in a song. Both tuned to G. This is mode 2-5. This is mode 1-4. My curiosity was, I was playing these with cross fingering, if you want to call it that, different fingering to get different scales. I've been doing that for years. Can I play this the same as what this would play? So this is kind of what I discovered. I think that's the basic main scale on that. Same notes. So what I was curious about is I've got a couple flutes already. Do I need to get a set of flutes that are tuned to the 2-5 mode to be able to play a major style song? I've been doing it on this type of flute in different ways. And let me see if I can find something here. I don't know if I can real quick or not. This is an E flute. The second note, I believe, is G. Same note. So on a mode 1-4 flute, what many people play for the relative major scale. This is an E, the relative major is G. You do have to hit that above the octave note on that case. But you can play that same scale on a G flute that you can on an E flute. So there are numerous ways to play a major scale, pentatonic major, on a quote-unquote minor flute, a mode 1-4 flute. So for me and my playing style, I don't have to have this, is what I have determined. But because of the fingering pattern on this, and to try and get the above the octave note on the relative major on a minor flute, on the normal simple fingering, sometimes getting that upper note is hard for some people. Learning different fingering patterns can be hard. But this is a little different fingering pattern. You have to keep the third hole or fourth hole down covered on a mode 2/5 flute to get the regular major scale. On this one, you keep the third hole down, but you start on the fifth hole down instead of the lowest note. You start one up. The mode 2/5 is kind of a simple up the ladder, back down the ladder progression. Here you have to do some different finger gymnastics, if you will, different fingering. But you can play all of those notes in any combination you want to. And if you have to learn a different fingering pattern, slightly different, to play this, I feel that people could learn the different fingering pattern on this. Probably with a little tiny bit more need for learning and practice. But I don't think it's really that hard. Yes, it's a little different. Is it harder? Maybe the half hole might be harder, especially on some flutes. Some flutes do struggle, I have to admit, with that half hole. On the bottom. Some do. Playing the major scale on the regular mode 1/4 flute, starting at the next to the last hole, skipping that one. This one hesitates very slightly to get that upper note, takes a little bit more air. You get one lower note on this, which is interesting to your song sometimes. So, tell me what you think in the comments below. Playing a major scale can be a little bit more uplifting in the feel of your music, and it's a nice change to do sometimes versus the standard, or what most of us feel is a standard in a modern designed flute. minor scale versus the major. Little bit less of a minor or sad feel, little happier feel in the music many people find. Let me know down in the comment thing. What do you think? Have you played the major scale? Number one. Number two, do you like that happier feel of the music that can be had in playing a major scale? Do you feel, number three, a differently tuned flute is beneficial to you and your playing style and needs? Is it easier for you to play on this type of flute? A mode 2-5. There's another one that is called diatonic tuning. I don't own one of those, so I can't really compare directly, but it's a slightly different, it's a little bit more chromatic, I believe, in the way that that one is set up. Do, re, mi scale instead of a pentatonic major scale, is my understanding. Or are you good on playing a major scale on what many consider a minor scale, mode 1-4 minor flute? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Please do. I'm very interested in hearing what you have to say. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Click the little bell down there so that you are notified the next time that I post a video, whether it be some kind of a, this is kind of a strange comparison, but I wanted to do this because I was very curious as to the difference, and would it make a big difference in my music? Would it make a big difference in yours? Sometimes I compare different makers' flutes in the same key. I have quite a few of those. You can find those just by doing a search on my page. It could be a music video where I'm playing the flute as the centerpiece in my music. It could be solo, it could be with other instruments as well. It could be a tutorial on how to play these beautiful instruments. So thanks so much for tuning in and watching today, joining me in taking a look at how two very different tuned flutes can play the same scale. Kind of a cool thing. They are amazing instruments. They can be simple. They can be a little bit more complicated if you make them that way. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.